How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So I know I haven't made a video in about a month. The last time I made a video, it was on January 14th, I believe, where I made a Robinhood portfolio review of the last year. So let's actually check on January 14th, right about here. So I was right around 21.6, 21.5, and since then my portfolio has been going crazy, and it's mainly due to one company, and of course you all know what that is, Tesla. And right now, as you can see, I am all the way up from 21.5, 21.6 to 29.3. And the crazy part was, let's actually see if we can see what the highest point I was in my portfolio. You can't even see here. Well, the highest point I actually got all the way up to almost $38,000 in my portfolio on February 4th, which was crazy. When this was happening, I was making 4,000. I was up 4,000, 5,000, $6,000 in 2 or 3 days in a row. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And of course, Tesla has been going crazy. I believe everyone's switching up on Tesla when I was buying the stock. And I've been holding this stock for a while now. Actually, let's look at my history. I've been buying it since before August. I believe I have way more. Let's see when. I actually bought it at 181, but I bought a share. You can see I've been buying from 300, low 300s to 180s, 200s. I bought somewhere at 250, 230, 220. I was buying at good prices. I even bought one on February 5th when I think the highest point it was up to was $960. I said to myself, if Tesla hit $1,000, I would sell 10 shares, but it didn't hit 1,000, so I did not sell anything. And it's fine. I believe Tesla will keep going up in the next 5 to 10 years. Easily keep going up. It will, as long as it could just keep selling cars, even if it's just selling cars, it could still go up more. Maybe just a little bit more, but it will still go up more. It still has so many different things that I can make more money off of. And it's been crazy. I know you guys probably, if you guys follow Tesla, you probably know one of the biggest bulls, ARK Investor, something like that. I forgot if that's exactly what it's called. But they have a price target of around $15,000, like their bullish scenario. I think even more. I think even 20,000 for one share, which I believe is insanely crazy. Insane. Because if we look right now, Tesla has a market cap of about $135 billion. And even if it's 10 times from now, it would be a 1.3 trillion, and it still would be at $7,000. So it would probably have it would 3 times that even after it hits 7,000, which would be over a $3 trillion company, which is crazy. I have no idea if that's even possible in the next 20 years, or I don't know if it's 20 years, maybe, but even then, that's still kind of a lot. Because if we look at other huge companies such as Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft, they're $1 trillion companies right now. They're just past $1 trillion. If you look at Apple, it's like 1.4 trillion, 1.4 trillion. And I don't even know if Apple can hit 2 trillion in the next 5 years. I don't even know. Like, I haven't done the research to see, or the numbers of what it could do potentially for it to hit $2 trillion. Maybe as time goes on, it's possible, but as time goes on, it gets harder and harder to bring in those revenues, increase revenues. It's crazy. And yeah, Tesla stock was all the way up the highest. What was the highest? Let's see if we can see where it was. 52-week high. Can we see where the 52-week high is? It doesn't show, or what? it was like around, I think it was like 960, 966. That was the highest point. So it was $200 more than what it is right now. $200 more. And I did not predict it as soon as I saw it was at $966 and it wasn't even a week into February. I was like, this is crazy. I predicted that Tesla would hit $1,000 by the end of the year, but not the end of the beginning of February. It would hit $1,000, which is that's crazy. And as you can see, my total return, I haven't sold anything. I don't plan on selling anything yet. But that's what's been driving my portfolio up a lot. Let's actually look at some other ones. That's the big one. And even Ron Barron, I believe, he's saying that Tesla has the potential to hit $1 trillion in revenue. And even that's crazy. I don't even think Walmart has 600 billion. I think it has like 500 billion. I'm not even sure. But $1 trillion, that's insane. The only way I can see that happening is if Tesla can get those self-driving cars out and have their taxi network coming. And I've seen some of the numbers that ARK Invest and all these people are putting up, and I think their numbers are pretty insane. I don't believe it's with the time frame that they're working with. I don't think it's possible. Maybe because if they're saying 2024, 2025, they can hit a certain price target and certain revenues of all these things. And that's crazy because if you look at a company like Uber, I believe Uber is not even hitting close to any of those numbers, and Uber's been out for quite a while already. And for Tesla, hit what I saw was like they were gonna be projected to hit 300 billion revenue in 2024, 2025 with their taxi network. And that's crazy because if just say that is what Tesla's gonna be, that they eventually stop selling cars and that's it, just that by itself will put Tesla at such a higher valuation than any company right now, any tech company right now, because if they're making 300 billion in revenue in a year, and with the taxi networks, which the margins would be crazy high. And you know Apple's doing like 180 $200 billion with a 40% profit margin, and then you see the numbers that they're running, which is like 300-400 billion with a 70% profit margin, which is, you value Apple at 1.4 trillion, and then you see Tesla, and if it could do these numbers, why would it not be valued at 2 trillion or 3 trillion? Because it's making quite a lot more revenue on a way higher profit margin. But like I said, that I don't think that would happen in the next 5 years. I don't even think that would happen in the next 10 years, if I'm being realistic. But you know what? If it even gets close to those numbers, I'll be happy with that, especially since I've owned 40 shares. And you know what? If Tesla just stays around this number for the next year, I'll probably buy another 10 shares if possible. If it goes down more, I'll buy more, because I do believe that it eventually will roll out its taxi network, and I'll be able to capitalize on that. Anyways, let's look at some other ones. Activision right now, I did not buy anything from this, but you see, I'm doing pretty well. I have my equity $917, and I've made about 26% so far. I haven't sold out, so it's not gains, it's just unrealized gains. So 26%, pretty good. Facebook, I believe I bought Facebook about one today because it's down 2%. Facebook is a good company. I'm up 12% on this one. My average cost was 184. I bought one today at 208, so that made my gains, my total return percentage go down a lot, and my average cost went up a lot. But it doesn't matter to me. This is a long-term hold. I'm holding all these companies for as long as I can. Nvidia has been doing pretty well as well. I haven't really been paying attention. Usually I just turn off my phone and I leave it alone unless I get notifications. Then I will check my portfolio. As you can see, I am up almost 50%, which is really good. I've been doing very well so far. I'm picking good companies at good times. That's basically how I've been seeing the stock market. You can pick great companies and just buy it at good times. When you see the stock go down a lot, just be ready to buy some, and you'll eventually see it go back up to where it was before. See Square stock, I bought it at 65, now it's at 79, 22% gain. Really good, really good. So let's look at the next one. Tesla, we've seen Tesla. I bought Uber. I have 14 shares of Uber now. I bought at a great time. I don't remember exactly when I bought. I bought on January 8th, I believe, the first time I bought. So it hasn't even, what day is it today? About a month and 3 days, and I have already made a 19% gain on this one. I'm telling you, you find a good company and you buy at a good time, 95% of the time you will make good money off of it. And since I'm up so much on my portfolio, whenever I plan on entering, usually before I was entering with $500. That's why you see some of I only have like around 1,000 to less than 1,000. As soon as I buy it, it's been crazy because as soon as I buy it, it just goes up and up and up, and that's just how the market has been so far since um I just probably for a year now. It's just been going up, and it's crazy because I've been waiting for a huge dip, and I thought that the virus that's going around, coronavirus, I thought that would start triggering a 5 or maybe even a 10% correction in the market, but nothing has happened, and I'm just waiting for something because. Oh, I also see another one that I've bought was Roku. I saw that it's been going down a lot. When did I buy? I bought on February 5th, and today is February 11th, so 6 days in already, and I'm up 8%, and I put $1,000 in. You see, as soon as I buy something, it's just been going up. It's because I saw it go down quite a bit. My average cost is 126. I think I bought around one of these points. February, what is it? February 5th. Right here. I bought on this and then it bounced back. Roku, high risk. So if it goes down a lot, I'll buy some more. Then my cannabis. Now, these ones are the ones that are. All these other ones doing very well, but all my cannabis stocks are down. 11% down on my IPR, my monthly dividend cannabis stock. Then I have Aurora Cannabis. This one has been. I am down 24% on this one, and it's been going down a lot. I'm waiting for their earnings to see how it is. If I see any indication of buying more, then I'll buy some more. My average cost is at $2.06, and right now it's at $1.55. Do I feel like I can go down any more than it is right now? I don't know, right? If we look at the charts, it's basically back where it was at 2017, 2016 even. And you know what? If it can survive this year and it turns its company around and it goes back up to what it used to be, which I don't believe it can, at least in the next 5 years, as more states are legalize it and it can start pushing out its products more, then you know what? I'm willing to take the risk. I have $4,751 in it, and I think in total I was close to, I was like 6,500. So if it ever goes back to like $10, if it goes back to $10, what is that? 6 times my money. Wait, 2. Yeah, right about 6 times. So with 6 times this, am I willing to risk it? There's such high potential in this, but such high risk right now, especially might not be the best time to buy. Because if you buy any time up here, I know people are feeling the burn. And you know what? If you believe in it, you gotta just ride along with it. Just and if you don't believe in it, if you think there's obviously better opportunities to be buying. If you didn't buy anything at all and just waited, you could have made so much more money in other stocks and other companies than just going down. Because this just in the past year, it is down over 70%, almost 80%, and it's $1.50 right now with a market cap of about $2 billion. Can this company hit $10 billion market cap eventually? Maybe, probably. People are many people are saying that this is a potential 200 billion market in the cannabis industry. It's 200 billion industry, so there's gonna be huge players in it. Just depends on which player is gonna be on top. If you can, it's the same thing with the self-driving cars. There's going to be 2 or 3 players, and I believe Uber and Tesla are going to be the top ones. And whoever dominates the space in these two are going to be huge companies, $100 billion companies, multi-$100 billion companies. And right now I have 2 of the top ones, and there's obviously a few other ones that are competing. And I believe that this year and next year will be the year where many cannabis companies will be dying off. It just depends which ones die off and which ones survive and make it to the top. Like I said, look at this. The market cap is 7.38 billion for cannabis. Can Aurora Cannabis get to that? Potentially. It doesn't have a partner. If Aurora gets a partner any of these days, this stock can double, maybe triple. But we don't know, right? We don't know anything about that. And that's just a little update, like I said. The other video that I made, it's just been crazy. The past 3 months, it's just been crazy for me. Because I feel like I was doing good around here. But the past 3 months, I've made a video and my portfolio's been going crazy. Like I said, I was up all the way to 37,000. Can I get to $50,000 this year in my portfolio? Maybe. It all just depends, If I start adding some more money to my portfolio, then for sure I'll probably add like $100 to $200 a week. But I don't do that, and I should do that. I should add more money into my portfolio, but I had to pay off my car that I just bought on November. And if I didn't buy that car, maybe I would have been up to 50,000 already. Maybe. But you know what? I could have never predicted this. Who would have predicted Tesla would go up 200-300% in a few months? If I could have predicted that, then you know what? I would have been a millionaire already, right? But I'm playing the long game with all these companies. Do I believe all these companies? Do I believe in all these companies? Yes, that's why I bought them. And I want a correction to happen very, very soon. If a correction happens and Y29,000 goes down to 20K, 15,000, but Tesla goes down to $400, or any of these ones that I have here go down 10-20%, I will buy $1,000 at a time. And when it comes back up, my 29,000 will be 40,000 maybe. And that's just how the game works. The more you invest, the longer you've been investing. Like, that's why I love the stock market. That's why my average cost is at 260. Every time Tesla goes up, even a few dollars, the percentages go up more and more and more. So let's say eventually Tesla goes up to $2,000, $3,000. If Tesla ever goes up to 3,000 and there's a 10% day, I would make a lot of money. I'll probably make $10,000 to $20,000 on that one day just because it goes up 10%. Because of how much of my low cost I've been in, and how long I've been in Tesla, and how long I've been holding it for, and how long I've been holding it for when it's been going up so much. And same thing with Aurora Cannabis. Let's say Aurora Cannabis eventually goes up to $10 or $20. We never know what's gonna happen, right? If it goes up to $20 and it has a 10% day, then every time it goes up $2, I'll make $5,000. That's how it is. It's just hard to pick those stocks that have the potential to double or triple or even 10 times and be early to the party. It's really hard to do that. But I'm trying to master it. There are lots of YouTubers out there that are teaching people very well. I don't really recommend you listen to everyone, but you choose everything that you can and learn as much as you can, and you'll do very well for yourself. Hopefully all of you guys are doing well in the stock market. The stock market has been doing very well in the past few years. And that's going to be the end of this one. I'll probably make another one in a month or two, like usual, and see. Maybe the stock market crashes and my 29,000 goes down to 10,000. I'll still make a video if I'm up 150%, and I'll still make a video if I'm down 90%. I'll always make a video on updating you guys how it's going with my portfolio and how you guys are doing. All right, that's gonna be the end of the video for real this time. I'll catch you guys maybe in a month, maybe tomorrow I'll make a video. Never know, right? Okay, guys, I'll see you guys later. Bye.